Welcome. We are continuing our visit to have initiation for the overview of the Vedic mathematical domain in the background of the format features of Ganita Sutra 1 as the source sutra and Ganita Upsutra 1 as the source Upsutra. In the previous session, we have visited the features of tables 1 to 10. The focus has been upon the format features of mathematical domain of Ganita Sutra 2. Today, in continuity, we will be visiting tables 11 to 20 as another set of format features and values of the mathematical domain of Ganita Sutras with focus upon Ganita Sutra 1 as the source sutra and Ganita Upsutra 1 as the source Upsutra. The chase in this reference is to be simultaneous of reach from Ganita Sutra 1 to Ganita Sutra 2 and from Ganita Upsutra 1 to Ganita Upsutra 2. Therefore, here in table 11, we are at first instance having focus upon the number of words of these quadruple hymns. The Ganita Sutra 1 text is a composition of 2 words. Ganita Sutra 2 text is a composition of 3 words. On the other hand, the Ganita Upsutra 1 is a composition of single word, while Ganita Upsutra 2 is a composition of 2 words. Therefore, a transition from Ganita Sutra 1 to Ganita Sutra 2 in terms of the words comes to be a transition from value 2 to value 3. And in the context of Upsutras, it comes to be a transition from value 1 to value 2. Therefore, we shall sit comfortably and glimpse this parallel flow of transitions in terms of values, and same will bring to focus that these transitions as flow of the number of words is as per the rule of one more than before. In both cases of sutras and upsutras, the rule is one more than before. It takes from 2 to 3 and 1 to 2. However, when we will look to the rule of its symmetry, then we will see that upsutras are taking us to chase 1 to 2, while sutras taking us a chase from 2 to 3. 2 to 3 as such makes 3 as of 3 beta 2 factors as progression factor. So in sutras, the projection factor is 1, while in sutras, it is 1.5. Therefore, we shall concentrate our attention as to how the rule of one more than before of Ganita Sutra 1 and rule of proportionality of Ganita Sutra 1 are working here. Both these rules are playing their role, and we have to glimpse and imbibe both these processing rules of Vedic mathematics. Table 12 is taking us to the transition in the light of the number of letters of the texts of Ganita Sutra 1, Ganita Sutra 1, Ganita Sutra 2, and Ganita Sutra 2. The Ganita Sutra 1 is a scripture of 11 letters, while Ganita Sutra 2 is a scripture of 28 letters. On the other hand, Ganita Sutra 1 is a composition of 10 letters, while Ganita Sutra 2 is a composition of 18 letters. So let us have a glimpse as to how the transition is there from number value 16 to number value 28. Number value 16 is of organization 2 raised to power 4, which is parallel with the value of the quadruple dimensions of spatial order of the fourth space, and the same is of organization 4 cross 4. Value 28 is of organization 4 cross 7. Therefore, it takes us to a bended line, a 4 cross 7 setup, a 4 cross 4 grid within spatial order. And this 4 cross 4 grid, as of the frame of values 1, 2, 3, 4 for the first axis and 4, 5, 6, 7 for the second axis, will give us the desired insight as to how there is a basic mathematical rule of transition. Likewise, the Ganita Upsutra 1 as a composition of 10 letters and Ganita Upsutra 2 as composition of 18 letters take us to 10 as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 parallel with the summation value of 4 folds of hypercube 3. And value 18 takes to summation value of 4 folds 3, 4, 5, 6 of hypercube 5. So as far as the sutras are concerned, transition is from hypercube 3 to hypercube 5. And here the interrelationship is directly in sight as 3 space plays the role of dimension of a 5 space. And as far as the sutras are concerned, we have seen as to how the dimensional frame setup is playing its role. Therefore, the feature as letters is bringing us face to face with the distinct setup reach of these mathematical processes. The first feature in terms of words and the second feature in terms of letters, both are distinctively leading us to distinct reach of mathematical domains. And when both these features will be taken up together, it will enrich the reach of the mathematical domain. Sadhakas fulfilled with intensity efforts to be parallel with the Vedic mathematical domain and Vedic mathematical processes have to have simultaneous glimpsing of the values of first feature in terms of words and second feature in terms of letters. However, at the initial stage, it will be appropriate that these features shall be absorbed, imbibed distinctively. Once these features will be firmly imprinted in the memory, then in that background, it will be easy to have a comprehensive view of both these features together and further features as well. Table 13 is taking us to the syllables, to the reach, the transition reach from Ganita Sutra 1 to Ganita Sutra 2 in terms of syllables comes to be a reach from value 8 to value 12, and no 8 is 2 cross 4, while 12 is 3 cross 4. So the working rule, one more than before, is playing its role. As far as Upsutras are concerned, the syllable pairs 5 and 7, Upsutra 1 and Upsutra 2, together are of the format of 5 space S dimension and 7 space as domain. So this third feature of syllables as well is giving us distinctive reach of these mathematical domains. However, the contribution and reach because of first feature as words, second feature as letters, and third feature as syllables, when will be taken up together, these will certainly take us to much enriched mathematical reach of Vedic mathematics. Ganita, table 14 is a step ahead. It is taking into consideration the TC values of these quadruple hymns. Ganita Sutra 1 leads to TC value 75. Ganita Sutra 2 leads to TC value 74. Ganita Sutra 1 leads to value 42, while Ganita Upsutra 2 leads to value 74. These quadruple TCV values are leading to very, very rich mathematical domain. This table as such deserves to be read along with the table 19, where the organization of these quadruple TC values are taken along the 4 dimensions of the creator's space and the center, which is a seat of transcendental domain, is also considered, which leads to the transcendental mantra Om Namah Shivaya of value 63. Therefore, table 14 and table 19, when will be approached together, these will bring us face to face with a set of 5 values. 4 values because of the TC values of these 4 hymns, Ganita Sutra 1, Ganita Sutra 2, Ganita Sutra 1, Ganita Sutra 2, and the 5th value will be because of the transcendental origin. Therefore, one shall sit comfortably and permit the transcending mind to be sequentially face to face with the transition features because of words, because of letters, because of syllables, and because of TC values. These quadruple features of words, letters, syllables, and TC values, when will be simultaneously taken up for comprehension and insight and enlightenment of the overview of the mathematical domain of Ganita Sutras, with Ganita Sutra 1 and Ganita Sutra Upsutra 1 being the source sutra, then certainly our mental enrichment will be parallel with the mental state which is required for comprehension and absorbing the Vedic systems. Table 15 is the table which is bringing us face to face with as to how the TCV value curves of formulation Ekadikane is at the placement of its 4th letter is providing value as 7 plus 10 because of the spatial order of format of this seat. This transition for this placement value as of spatial order of the creator's space, that way makes the TC value 40 of the formulation Ekadikane as value 47. One shall sit comfortably and permit the transcending mind to absorb this reach This transition at the placement of the fourth letter and consequential enhancement of the value of the Ekadikane from 40 to 47 is the attainment which will bring us face to face with the format of the text of Ganitas of Srimad Bhagavad Gita of its first chapter as of range of 47 shlokas. Therefore, the applied value of this format of Ganita Sutras is direct attainment parallel with the organization format of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, the sadhakas shall sit comfortably and permit the transcending mind to be parallel with the TC value curve of Ekadikane with focus upon the placement of the fourth letter and consequential transition from linear order to spatial order, and as such the sub of value 7 becomes TC value of sub as 14, and as a consequence this TC value curve becomes of value 47 and it goes parallel with the organization format of chapter 1 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, being of the range of 47 shlokas range. Simultaneously, when we will be through this transition happening at the placement of the fourth letter as of creator's space as a hypercube of 4, then naturally this seat will take us to a value triple 7, 14 and 7. Value 14 as the summation value of hypercube of 4, and it would be blissful to take note that this reach as 7, 14 and 7 at the placement seat of the fourth letter is parallel with the letters triple of Nikhlim Navastacharvam Dashata Ganita Sutra 2. Therefore, the academic as pure and applied values reach is flowing from the placement seat of the fourth letter. Therefore, the sadhakas are fulfilled with intensity efforts to be parallel with the Vedic systems, Vedic mathematics, Ganita Sutras mathematics. Then one shall sit comfortably and permit the transcending mind to be parallel with the organization format features of PC values curve of the formulation Ekadikane with focus upon the transition happening at the placement seat of its fourth letter. And it is this glimpse, it is this bliss of the format of TC values curve with attainment of spatial order at the seat of the fourth letter on the one hand is giving us a values format parallel with the organization of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and same on the other hand is also providing us the requisite transition from Ganita Sutra 1 to Ganita Sutra 2. It is really a blissful reach. It is with this reach when we proceed further, then table 17 will take us to the understanding as that the transcendental origin of the creator's space, because of the spatial order of the creator's space, will make the format for the placement of the transcendental origin as 5 cross 5, that is 25. Therefore, the TC values curve of formulation gain well will be through the creator's domain, and particularly when it will be through its transcendental origin. Then the value of this TC value curve will come 47 plus 25, that is 72, which is parallel with the 72 shlokas range of the text of text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2. This sequential unfolding process, which goes parallel with the organization of the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, is truly very, very blissful. And it is this blissful reach, blissful attainment of the Ganita Sutras which deserves to be imbibed. Table 18 goes a step ahead and the same is bringing us face to face with the phenomenon of the Jyoti flow from the orb of the sun as Bindu Sarovar of soul sellable Om. Therefore, the sadhakas fulfilled with intensity of urge to go further parallel with the mathematical domain of Ganita Sutras shall have simultaneous chase of the Jyoti flow from orb of the sun along the artifices of soul sellable Om. Is this way that we will be having a simultaneous chase of unfolding process of the mathematical domain of Ganita Sutras on the one hand, and the manifestation of the organization format of the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita on the other hand. It is going to be a very, very blissful chase. It is going to be a very, very blissful attainment. Table 19 takes us face to face with the organization in reference to the transcendental origin of the TC values of quadruple hymns, that is Ganita Sutra 1, Ganita Sutra 2, Ganita Sutra 1, and Ganita Sutra 2. One shall sit comfortably and have glimpse of this transcendental organization with the transcendental mantra Om Namah Shivaya unfolding from this seat of the transcendental origin. And in the process, we will be having a reach at the way Ganita Sutra 2 goes to the attainment for its mathematical process as a 10 place value system availing 9 numerals. It is this mathematical reach of Ganita Sutra 2 which will help us have comprehension of the mirrors embedded within the artifices of the numbers. Number values as artifices embedded with the mirrors is the attainment which is ultimately going to be the achievement point of Vedic mathematics, which will further, as applied values, will bring us face to face with the way the natural intelligence will create artificial intelligence as a mathematical tool. It is this attainment of Vedic mathematics to have artificial intelligence as a tool for the natural intelligence, a being as mirrors embedded in the artifices of the values of the numbers, along which natural light will reflect, and this universe as is of the organization formed along the artifices of the light of the sun. So sunlight, artificial intelligence, and mathematical tool for the natural intelligence are going to be the components of the processing processes of Vedic mathematics, to which we will be confronted, to which we will be appreciative in the coming session. Thank you very much.